go, back again. Your boy DP, talking sports with DP. And tonight, we finna talk about this little boxing match coming up with that boy Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Iron Mike. The fight is July 20th, 2024 at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. And it's gonna be streamed globally on Netflix. Now, I want to say some things about this fight before I, get into, you feel me, wins and losses and all that other stuff that really don't matter depending on what go down in this fight. Hold on. Now, it all depends on if this thing rigged or not. If I'm gonna really give it any female emotion for real. If I watch it in the first couple of minutes, I see this man not allowing Mike to use his full strength, I'm turning it off. I don't want to see the cavalry, because Jake Paul keep fighting all these old cats when they out of their prime and when they done finna retire. But Mike Tyson, he still got it. Mike Tyson gonna put you to sleep, you go out there playing. So I hope he allow Mike to fight for real. Cause if you want to be a real boxer, Jake Paul, let Mike, you feel me? Let Mike go ham. Let Iron Mike do his thing. Cause you feel me? They say he liked by few, hated by many, but respected by all. So are you ready to feel that, Jake Paul? Are you? Cause I don't seen a lot of the training videos of old Mike. And the person that's training with him, oh man, he looking like he holding on for dear life every time Mike get to throwing them hands. Ha, 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 ha. You feel me? I want to see that. I want to see if you really going to allow Mike to fight you for real. Or you really going to allow him to knock the wind out you and put you to sleep. Because when they did the little exhibition with him and Roy Jones Jr., Roy said he was getting feared for his life a couple of times in that ring. Because you know it's real. That man turned to an animal and it's over with. I seen the little commercial, the little promo where you biting the little dude ear off and stuff. That's all cool. That's all for promotions. But are you really gonna let this man fight you? That's what the world wanna know. Cause you been out here playing with these little exhibition fights. You think you got your little juice up. Cause you don't knock out Nate Robinson, a basketball player. You don't beat up on a couple of MMA fighters. But this is a real deal boxer here. This man don't put people to sleep for nothing, for fun, with a straight face. Ain't even smile. But shoot, Mike Tyson, 57 years old, 50 wins, 6 losses, 44 knockouts. That's 44 people put to sleep. And majority of them was in the first round. Night. Now, in Mike Prime, I was a jitterbug. I was a 94 baby, so I ain't get to see all of the prime. By the time I really got to see Mike, he was biting people's ears off, sad to say. So I had to do my research on Mike as a youngster, watching highlights and stuff of him putting people to sleep with a straight face, not even smiling, you feel me? Anybody coming up talking that smack getting dealt with. And then we got Jake Paul, aka the problem child. 9 wins, 1 loss, 6 knockouts. Son, how much you paying Mike to let him beat you? I mean, for you to let him beat you. For you to let him lose to you. However I should say that. How much are you paying Mike? Because you not beating this man if you let him fight for real. It's going to be over for you, man. It's going to be over for you. But I'm really interested in seeing this fight. Seeing if they going to really scrabble. They just gonna jog around. He gonna let Mike jab him up a little bit and not throw no haymakers and stuff so he can last around. If he gonna convince Mike to allow him to knock him out, which I highly doubt that. You hit Mike in that ring, he gonna go click back to animal mode more than likely. But what I will say, one of my favorite boxers growing up, Roy Jones Jr., man. Roy Jones Jr. was a dog. My boys out there rapping, out there telling fat jokes, out there sizing up the whole terror squad. knocking out people left and right. That was one of my most favorite heavyweight boxers because he put on a show too, out there making a fool out of his opponents. You feel me? Roy Jones Jr. was a dog. That was around that time boxing was a exciting sport because you had a lot of names. You feel me? Especially in the heavyweight division that was doing their thing. Boxing was really exciting to watch. And Roy Jones Jr. was a rapper too. A lot of them boxers decided to try to rap a little bit and stuff, or be in the rap video and stuff back in the early 2000s. I didn't really know what was up with that. You feel me? And a lot of people say Floyd Mayweather the greatest because he undefeated, 50-0 or whatever. But I don't feel like you can be the greatest boxer if you're not in the heavyweight class. I feel like greatness is when you at the top of the sport, and the top of the sport is heavyweight. You was featherweight fighter, lightweight, whatever at the most, you feel me? And then you fought some guys, but you fought a lot of guys when they was, wasn't in their prime and stuff. Not take nothing from you though, because you did go 50-0. You still won the fights that you did fight. But to me, to label you the greatest of all time, you got to be in that heavyweight division fighting them big boys, which can't hold nothing against you. You only get the biggest that you can get. But hey, man, that's my opinion. That's how I look at it. Heavyweights are the only class you can rate to be the greatest fighter of all time. Or anything other than that, you could be the greatest welterweight or featherweight fighter of all time. You could be the greatest middleweight. But when you say heavyweight, you better than everybody, because them little bucks, they might run around a circle, but if they feel them hands, they gonna go night-night every time. The sport of boxing, you feel me, it ain't as exciting as it used to be, because I feel like the heavyweight class, it ain't nobody just necessarily dominating it as far as from being from America, I feel like. Because you got your Tyson Fury, you feel me? Tyson Fury, I feel like he's a good boxer, though. He got them hands. A lot of people sleep on Tyson Fury. I feel like if Deontay Wilder, if he was more fundamentally sound when it comes to boxing, he would have been one of the greatest boxers we ever seen. But I feel like Wilder just want to knock you out. Just want to put you to sleep, you feel me? He ain't got time to be in there playing with your dibble and dabble. He trying to put you to sleep. And that's that to it. You feel me? But let's move on from the boxing. I want to talk about some of these NFL running back signings that don't happen lately in the free agency. First thing first, the Baltimore Ravens got a cheat code in Derrick Henry. He will be playing for the Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson. Hold on, let me take a drink real quick because I'm thirsty. I'm kind of mad about that for the simple fact I had a show recently saying that I wanted one of the Florida teams to get Derrick Henry, which that ain't happening. Y'all don't let this man go to the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. Smell like a Super Bowl to me, man. Lamar, go ahead and do your thing, try to get you a Super Bowl, because you got a bruiser that's finna make it easier for you, finna tie the defense for you, finna run through the line, running backs, linebackers, finna run through linebackers, safeties, defensive linemen, whoever get in the way, you finna lay that wood till you give you the stiff arm and take it to the house. 4.5 speed out of there. Derrick Henry. Should have brought him back to Florida. Any one of you guys. And then we got Saquon Barkley to the Eagles. Could have got Saquon Barkley. None of the Florida teams tried to do that. It seems like the Florida teams really don't want to win the Super Bowl. Besides Tampa, Tampa, they make some smart moves to at least keep some, feel me, consistency together through the teammates, you feel me? They re-signed a lot of their players that was contract was due from the last season. And then, but matter of fact, before I move on, I want to talk about Saquon Barkley to the Eagles, though. That's going to have the Eagles lit, too. They're going to be another contender just because they finna have a beast at running back. And then you got Josh Jacobs to the Packers. Another good running back that neither Florida team tried to go after. Excuse me. But, man, what's up with these Florida teams not wanting to get elite? I understand that Jaguars got ATN. And I'm not saying ETN is a bad running back. What I'm saying is he needs somebody to help take some of that load off of him. And they re-signed, I want to say his name, Dearness Johnson, which he was okay, but come on, man. I don't want to say congratulations to him, but bring in somebody that the people want to see, dog. Don't be bringing in these people, or let me not say that. Just bring in people, bring in team players that people want to see on the field that's going to put butts in the seat. Feel me? Sometimes you got to do that. Some of the running backs that y'all didn't sign this free agency shows that y'all don't care about putting butts in the seat. We got Austin Eckler to the Washington Commanders. I'm surprised the Chargers let him go. It's like teams, like I said in my last video, teams are not caring about the running back position, but obviously the teams that signed them, they got sense because they know they're going to need to run that rock. They're going to need to tote that thing. You even got Joe Mixon to the Texans. Finna be running that thing on the Jacksonville Jaguars. They don't tighten up and come with it. Aaron Jones to the Vikings. All these good running backs getting picked up. And the Florida teams, as in Tampa Bay Bucks, Miami Dolphins, and Jacksonville Jaguars, got neither one. Which the Dolphins, they got some good backs, but I feel like they need a power back. Like Aaron Jones could have worked, Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, even though they gonna cost that bread, though they gonna cost you that money. I ain't gonna sit there and act like they not gonna cost you that money, but hey, it's worth the shot. And 2 on to the running backs, man. Shout out to my boy DJ Dallas. He played for the Miami Hurricanes. You know, it's all about the youth. I gotta shout out my Canes when they do good. He signed a 3-year, $8.25 million contract with the Arizona Cardinals. He was at the Seattle Seahawks since he got drafted, you feel me? I ain't really get none of his stats. I should have did that for y'all guys, but I just want to give my appreciation to him. Shout out to DJ Dallas, because when he was at the Hurricanes, around the time he was there, he was really the main thing we had scoring. He was liable to break it at any moment and take it to the house. But shout out to DJ Dallas, man. Way to keep doing your thing. And I gotta talk about these Jags a little bit more, because I'm disappointed in them. Why did y'all not re-sign Calvin Ridley? Why not? You need Trevor Lawrence, a go-to wide receiver to build chemistry with, to grow with. But instead of re-signing Calvin Ridley, y'all go get Gabe Davis from the Buffalo Bills. He's not a number 1 wide receiver. He's a number 2 or number 3 wide receiver at best. And y'all don't re-sign. And not only y'all don't re-sign Calvin Ridley, you let him go to a division rival. So you got to see him twice a year. Now, if he bust y'all ass, that's y'all fault. You should have re-signed him. So far, the moves in the offseason I seen the Jags made is disappointing to me. Don't see the reason of why signing Mac Jones. Just in case Trevor Lawrence get hurt, you might run across a good quarterback in the draft. Mac Jones ain't showed nothing. He ain't on the Patriots no more, so you should have got somebody in replace of that. That was a waste of a spot to me, honestly, sad to say. Should have re-signed Calvin Ridley. It's ridiculous, man. But we finna get to that 4th quarter. We got LaDainian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson. Who you got? It's the 4th quarter. You need a running back. Who do you got? LaDainian Tomlinson for his career. 13,684 career rushing yards. 145 career rushing touchdowns. 8 straight seasons with 1,000 plus yards rushing. 4,772 career receiving yards and 17 receiving touchdowns in his career. 5-time Pro Bowler and a Hall of Famer. LaDainian Tomlinson, listen here, that was my favorite running back as a child growing up. I remember when that Joker was on NFL Game Day back in 2001 when y'all had the PlayStation, the gray one. If y'all remember that, you feel me? That boy was a dog. That year he broke the record for most touchdowns in the single season. I was following the Chargers the whole way. I was rooting for them boys. I wanted them to beat the Patriots so bad because they had Kenny McCardell on there, Drew Brees, and Daniel Tomlinson out there showing out, doing his thing, man. Shout out to LT. You feel me? And then we got my boy Adrian Peterson, Mr. Beast Mode, Mr. Run You Over, Mr. Put That Helmet to Your Chest, lay it down. I've been rooting for it. I'm a fan of both of these players, to be real with you. Because Adrian Peterson, I remember watching his high school mixtape, man, and his high school football highlights. I'm talking about mixtape. His high school football highlights was some of the craziest highlights you'll ever see. He looked like a man amongst boys out there. But for his career, he got 14,918 career rushing yards, 120 career rushing touchdowns, 2,474 career receiving yards, and 6 receiving touchdowns. 7-time Pro Bowler, and I'm sure by the time he done, he gonna be a Hall of Famer. How you cannot put AP in the Hall of Fame? Even when he was an Oklahoma Sooner, he was going crazy out there, man. Looking like a beast from the time he got to college. So shout out to Adrian Peterson, shout out to Daniel Thompson. Who would I pick out of the two? Honestly, I want to go with LT, man. Like, it's really a toss-up, you feel me? Because they so close of being the player that I like. But I grew up watching Daniel Thompson first, and I watched the highlights when he ran for over 500 yards in a college game. That was really impressive. But yeah, shout out to Daniel Thompson, man. That's who I'm gonna rock with, you feel me? But that's all I got for y'all tonight, man, on the show. You feel me? Just now talk sports with your boy DP. You know, it's all about you. Shout out to you, you feel me? Like, share, subscribe.